Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Royce coming back at you with yet another Let's Try. And today on the docket, we're going to a place that is new to me. Totally new. I have never been here before. We are going to Chipotle. For real, I guess, is their slogan. Hold on, the only ingredient that's hard to pronounce at Chipotle is Chipotle. Haha, very funny. Anyway, whew, this is a chunky boy. So we have here their new Chipotle honey chicken burrito with brown rice, fajita, veggies, salsa, sour cream, cheese, lettuce. Does that say queso? It's a little faded on this. Anyway, let's try it. Originally, I was actually going, hey, no, this is mine. No, kitty, this is my pot pie. It's funny I mention that because, believe it or not, the first time I heard of Chipotle was actually, Chipotle is the restaurant. I think I've known about Chipotle the pepper for a while. But was when I was in high school and watched the episode of South Park where they talked about Chipotle. Oh yeah, that was the episode where, that was 2008, so all the celebrities had died, including Billy Mays and Michael Jackson. And Cartman was a big fan of Billy Mays because he had done this thing called Chipotle, which removed blood stains from your underwear, because apparently Chipotle gives people bloody shits. And Kyle or Stan, one of those two, is like, well, one of them has never eaten Chipotle, and the other's just like, I don't get bloody shits from Chipotle. And I think Kyle's the one who says that, because Cartman says, not all of us are born with a gilded butthole. God. I hate Cartman, but he does have some good one-liners. Yeah, so this is not a burrito. This is a burro. There's a Spanish language joke for you. You didn't think you'd learn anything today. Oh, it's soggy. That was really good. So I got the green tomatillo salsa and the corn salsa. And that was a good idea because the corn, which has a mild sweetness of its own, plays very nicely with the honey chicken. It also has red onion, which is very nice. For some reason, trying to eat this feels like I'm Jack trying to eat the snowball. Nightmare Before Christmas. The thing is oozing juice. I should not have taken it out of its wrapping. But anyway, that episode of South Park. A bunch of celebrities had died that year. And they were all stuck on the mortal plane because of Michael Jackson's unfinished business. And Michael Jackson's unfinished business was wanting to win a beauty pageant as a girl. And he was possessing Kyle's younger brother, who's in kindergarten. And so they have this whole plot line where, good Lord, I've not watched this episode since Bush was in office. But they let's see. They get to the thing and like Kyle's brother, possessed by Michael, does a good job, but they need something to help them get that last judge on their side. When Cartman sees her eating Chipotle burrito, and he talks to her about it, and she says, "Yeah, I love Chipotle burritos, but the only problem is the underwear or the bloodstains in your underwear." And she's like, "Yeah, how did you know?" And so he hands her a bottle of Chipotle. And so that gives them the last thing they need, or the last vote or whatever they need to win the contest. Michael Jackson is able to move on. And all the celebrities basically are on a tarmac waiting to go to the afterlife. And then they end up in hell anyway. Which, like, I don't know. There's always this weird thing with not being able to find rest. What the heck do you think hell is? Hell is supposed to be worse than anything you can imagine. And yet, somehow, not being at rest is worse than that. Like, that's what I never got about Stingy Jack, a.k.a. Jack-o'-lantern. The guy who tricked Satan up a tree, nailed a cross to the center, and basically said to the devil that when I die, you can't or you can't take me to hell. And then Satan kind of Satan kind of does the trick. So when Stingy Jack dies, he tries to go to heaven. Can't do that, so he sojourns onto hell, just like whatever. And Satan's like, nope, F you. Tosses a coal at him. One would have to think that eternal torment and damnation is supposed to be worse than not being at rest. The brown rice was a really good idea. Much better than the white rice. And the chicken has almost this teriyaki sweetness to it. Oh. Starting to fall apart me. There's so much gooby. No, Clark, no. How do you eat this thing? This is a fork and knife burrito. My hands are as clean as cold water can get them. There's a classic joke for you. Boy goes to his grandpa's house. He notices the dishes are a little dirty when his grandpa makes food. And he says, Grandpa, why aren't the dishes clean? And the grandpa says, oh, they're as clean as cold water can get them. Then, after they're done eating, the grandpa sets all the plates on the ground and says, cold water, come get it. Cold water is the dog. So that was my first taste of Chipotle, and it was really good. The rice reminded me a bit of, you know how Uncle Ben's has that like cilantro jasmine rice? It tastes like that, where it's like that it's that pre-made microwave rice, but it's pretty decent. Oh, storage is low. I better wrap this up. All right. Y'all good on this. This is Royce Miller. I'm outie. Price tag, it was like $12. 15 after with tip. I don't know if I can recommend it at that price point. That's pretty expensive for a burrito. Then again, it was a big burrito. Like, I do feel satisfied. All right, I gotta go. I'm gonna give it it's good, but not that good. How about that? Y'all good on the story smaller? I'm outie.